Lesson 5, Interpret Graphs and Maps, Part 1. Lyme disease. Lyme disease is a bacterial infection that is spread through the bite of a tick. The tick picks up the infection from feeding on mice or deer that have the infection. The tick can then spread the infection to a person through a bite. Influenza. Fever, cough, sore throat, headache, muscle aches, and vomiting. Chances are you have had these symptoms at some point. They are symptoms of influenza, or the flu. The flu is a respiratory illness caused by several types of viruses. Every year, scientists predict which flu viruses will be the most prevalent during the next flu season. Then vaccines are made to protect against those strains, and scientists hope they have predicted correctly. Not everyone gets the flu vaccine, and not everyone who gets the vaccine avoids the flu. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention tracks estimated flu cases across the country each week to determine how the numbers of infected people are changing. The map shows the results from 1 week. Hepatitis. Hepatitis is inflammation of the liver commonly caused by hepatitis viruses. The 3 forms generally seen in the United States are hepatitis A, B, and C. The 3 types vary in how they are spread. Hepatitis A is spread when a person ingests fecal matter of an infected person. For example, if an infected person uses a public restroom but does not wash his or her hands, that person can pass on the infection to others in the public through even microscopic amounts of fecal matter. The fact that the spread of hepatitis A is easily prevented through proper hygiene is becoming more widely known. Lesson 5, Interpret Graphs and Maps, Part 2. Influenza vaccination. Flu shots, or vaccinations against influenza, are available every year. However, flu shots are not mandatory, so the number of people receiving them varies. Impact of plagues. During the 1300s, a plague called the Black Death killed 1/3 of the population of Europe. The plague, caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis, began in the East. Rats that carried the infected fleas stowed away aboard ships, spreading the plague around the world. Neither the fleas nor the rats were affected by the bacterium, but when a flea bit a human, the result was deadly. The bacterium then could transfer from human to human. In some European towns, nearly every person died, often within a day of infection. One way scientists have learned about plagues such as the Black Death is by excavating catastrophe cemeteries. By studying remains, scientists are able to produce data such as those shown in the graph below. The graph represents the male and female distribution at the East Smithfield Black Death Cemetery in London. Percentage of population using improved sanitation. The above data are from the United Nations Millennium Development Goals. When setting the objectives, a main goal the United Nations hoped to meet was to reduce by half the number of people in the world who lack sustainable access to safe drinking water. The yellow bars show the percentage of people in each area having access to basic sanitation and safe water as of 2008. Blue lines show the targets for improved sanitation. Success of the polio vaccine. Until the 1950s, polio was a common disease that left many people paralyzed. Jonas Salk and others worked for several years to develop a vaccine for the polio virus. In 1955, the government approved Salk's vaccine. From that point on, the number of polio vaccinations increased. Today, most children in the United States are vaccinated for polio at very young ages. Hepatitis C. Hepatitis C is one of the most significant blood-borne infections in the United States. Hepatitis C was discovered in 1988. Many people who have it may not know they do because they do not show symptoms. However, chronic liver disease occurring 10 to 20 years after infection is a major concern.